with these beautiful waves behind me on this autumn evening. We're talking about signs of awakening and how they're not always what you might think. Like these waves behind me that are coming in quite gently this evening, which is not always the case. Awakening doesn't always arrive in a fanfare. Sometimes it arrives very gently, like the waves, and sometimes it can feel like it's crashing into your lived experience. But there's two distinct signs that I want to start with anyway that happen during the awakening process. And one is synchronicity, and we're familiar with synchronicities, and the other one is discomfort. One is like a feather on the cheek, very light, very gentle again, like these waves tonight. And the other one is fierce, like fire in the bones. And synchronicity happens when we're in a no resistance place with our life. We're not resisting what's coming, what seems to be coming to us. It's really not happening that way, but it appears that way at times. And we know synchronicity. It happens with, when the numbers show up, the master numbers, the 111s or the 333s or 1111. I mean, all those different they're numeric synchronicities. In numerology, they're often master numbers. They show up in the chance encounters, in the intuitive nudges. They show up in pretty gentle ways, and they're not really coincidences at all. They're actually choreography. And genuine love is the creator of the dance. That's what's unfolding. And sometimes it shows up like you have this grief that you're feeling that really you can't, there's no explanation for it. Then come to find out a little later, someone you love very much was in a crisis, right? And this isn't just empathy or you're a highly sensitive person. This is actually separation, dissolving. And other kinds of coincidences show up all of the time. And again, they're not coincidences, they're actually confirmation of a deeper truth that's unfolding. Now, when we're in resistance, it's not that discomfort is showing up in your life to punish you. Discomfort is not punishment. It's just a louder, let's put it this way, it's a more intense and a louder calling from your true self. It's ready to wake up. It's ready to remember itself, to recognize itself. And discomfort can show up in many ways. It can show up in the finances not being there the way you had hoped they would be. It can show up as a relationship that appears to be crumbling before your eyes. It can show up as pain in the body. And none of these are punishments. They're just trying to get your attention. With pain in the body, for example, or any of these discomforts, it's just a way of saying you're out of balance and it's time to come home. It's time to come home. So these show up, synchronicities or discomfort. But the most important sign of awakening, bar none, is when the mind, the intellect, and the heart align, when they become lovers. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. They want the cool mental shift and they want the experience, the spiritual experience, or the heightened visions, or all this is really huge. You see it all over YouTube. Lots of really cool experiences that are unfolding, but those are just fleeting. The real awakening is when the mind and the heart are in unison. They're completely engaged. There's no separation. And it's when the mind doesn't guard the gate now is wide open. And what walks through that gate is genuine compassion. Not compassion like, well, that's my intention to be compassionate today. No, it's not like that. It's not forced. It's when you see yourself, this is your lived experience, you see yourself in everyone that you think you don't like, that maybe you even hate, or that you would never want to be near or around. It's when we see ourselves in the, what seems to be the corrupt political leader, or the tyrant, or the abuser. I know this sounds extreme, but this really does become our lived experience as we're awakening. It might take a while, but as the awakening is deepened, we see ourselves in all those things that we really don't want to look at, because now the heart is open, and it's open out of genuine compassion. You don't try when you're awake or awakening to love other people. It's just obvious. There's no effort. It's not about some kind of moral decision being made. It's happening because it's who you really are, the genuine, pure love that has given creation to everything you've ever known or will know. This is the real sign of awakening. And again, it's not a popular sign. People want to hear more cool sounding things than the heart. But unless the heart is opening and the scaffolding around the heart is dissolving, you're not waking up. It's not happening. It's okay. It's just that's not awakening. And we need to be really clear about this. Awakening is the unison of the heart and the mind in complete alignment. And again, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens, it's an unfolding as the awakening develops. But we're really clear and aware of what might be barricading the heart, the resentments, the judgments, the projections. All of that needs to come into our awareness so we can choose differently. So thank you so much for staying here and listening about this really important topic in this beautiful environment. I wish you were physically here with me because it's a gorgeous autumn evening. Namaste.